Hey guys, I think I may actually have this working. We'll see. If you watch if you watch the outtake video, I did not have to go to Mrs. Carroll's class. I think I got it working mainly because I had forgotten to plug something in. So there's that. Oh, and number two, I'm really sorry about the heavy sighs of despair because I forgot. It's been a while since I've made these videos, so I forget that this microphone picks up like literally everything. So again, I will try not to breathe to make it easier for you guys to understand. Okay. Oh, look, I even have my pen. Oh, I hate that pen thing. Man, I thought I got that pen thing to go away. All right, here we go. Ready? We are going to do a logarithmic equation right now. And what we need to look at is we have log base 9, log base 9, log base 9. So we have all of these logs that are base 9. What we also need to see is, I'm going to have to make some adjustments to the settings because I don't actually have my pen tool, and that's going to be kind of annoying. But anyway, we see that we are subtracting. And remember, when we subtract, we are actually going to divide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my log base 9. And instead of rewriting everything, what I'll do is I will take the two items, my x squared minus 3 and my 4, and I am dividing them. And of course, that's just going to equal, wrong color pen, log base 9 of 11. Okay. Now, what we can do is, because we have log base 9 on both sides, we can basically, if you guys kind of remember, which you may or may not, we take whatever our number is right here, the 9. Like if this was, if this was a 17, I would have written a 17 in blue. But instead it's a 9. And so what ends up happening is we're kind of raising both sides of the equations. We're taking them base 9 and we're raising them to the logs. But what ends up happening is, because of the properties of logarithms and exponents, those end up canceling out. And literally all I have now is just one simple fraction, x squared minus 3 over 4 equals 11. And at this point, then all I have to do is multiply both sides by 4. My 4's will cancel here. X squared minus 3 equals 44. I'm going to add 3 to both sides, because once I get rid of the logarithms, it's literally just an algebraic equation. Algebraic equation. There we go. And then, okay, last but not least, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. And again, since we are big kid math, we do a positive, negative square root of 47. 47's prime, you can't break that down, so you're not going to break it down into anything, like 3 times or 9 times something or 4 times something, and you're not going to have a perfect square that goes into it, so you're going to leave it alone. You can write a decimal if you'd like, but it's really nice to just kind of leave it like that. Now, I'm writing a positive negative, so I actually have 2 answers. Okay. I have to, whenever you are dealing with logarithms, you have to double check. Anytime you get a positive or a negative, anytime you get a negative answer, you have to double check that negative. So what I would do is I would, at the very least, I'd go back and I'd check to see wherever I had x's in my problems. Like right here, I have an x squared. But the nice thing about it is when I plug that x back, even if it is a, nice to know the eraser works, even if it is a negative, because I'm squaring it, I make it a positive. So that is okay. Now, if I had plugged it back in there and I didn't square it, or for some reason it ended up being a negative, remember, you can't take the logarithm of a negative number. But that one ends up working out, and so you have 2 answers that work just fine. Okay, there's one. Let's try another and see how it goes.